And I'm back. So what should I talk about today? I'm having this feeling to talk about telepathy love. Because sometimes just loving somebody so much, it feels better than like any physical real world thing, any drug, anything. In fact, I want to tell you guys a story I told right here in this spot to somebody. They came up to this person and they were like, "Yo, you got any heroin?" I'm at the library right now, and I was like, "Holy shit!" The fuck? I was like, "All right, I need to tell this guy about heroin because I had some shaman's wild experience about heroin, and I was in like a spiritual love at the time, and I was abstinent, sobriety, that sort of stuff, health, and I just recently was with a soulmate, a, a partner in spiritual space, and that's telepathy love. Telepathy love is like, I don't, it's just, it breaks the rules of, you can like go inside each other and hug each other, and it's like recharging the soul. It's like so invigorating. It's totally different than any, like, a real hug isn't even as good as a spiritual hug, unless it's a spiritual hug and a real hug at the same time. But back to the heroin. I told a fellow here, I was like, I was making spiritual love one day, and a shaman put me in a body of a heroin user, somebody that just injected their dose. And it was the same exact feeling as love, except I felt 5 times stronger in love than heroin. It was the exact same feeling, 5 times weaker. And I practice love is infinite. Love is an infinite strength muscle. You can go way up on that feeling. I felt like I've made breakthroughs of like the love feeling to like 3 different stages that so far in my life, where it is like 3 different completely different tiers that are not even close to the same as each other. And I'm gonna try and describe them, but it's so hard. You have to feel them. They're feelings. Like, imagine trying to say the whole universe in words. That's kind of the same idea, just a little bit less. You can't put out enough data to describe how much was going on. So I'll try anyway. I was like chilling there, hugging somebody in love with them, and they're telepathically hugging me back, and we're like basically recharging each other's souls, and then you kind of like enter each other's body at the same time, partially, and just go wherever you feel is comfortable. And then you begin to shake, but not like in a bad way. You like vibrate, your whole body is vibrating. It's not like the butterflies, but it's more intense than butterflies. It's like every little particle in your body is like vibrating faster. It's like zzz, like that noise. Your whole body. And that's what I want to call is like tier 1 working its way to like tier 2 love that I've experienced so far. I'm just ignorantly defining it too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't even define it. And then comes like tier 2 love, where it's like vibrating so hard that it's just a whole nother level. It's not like anything you can ever make. And then there's like this point where you're like, your whole body is an energy capacitor, and their whole body, spirit body, is like an energy capacitor, and you're like sending energy from literally fingertip to toes, back and forth to their fingertip to their toes, and everywhere in between, head to feet, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then it's almost like you're having body sex. Something undescribable. And that turns into like two black holes, like in a different way. Like two black holes are a good thing. Like spinning around each other, slamming energy back and forth. And it's not slamming energy. It's like giving energy in surrender to accept and exchange the most pleasurable experience possible. And back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I've done that so long, I exploded into a body pleasure-gasm. Like, heroin ain't got shit on what love is. Alright, that's what I was trying to tell somebody right here. They were right here in this spot about a couple weeks ago. And he thanked me for that too. He was like, "Thank you for that download." I also told him about belief drugs too, where you can just summon feelings with your beliefs. You can go, that feeling, I want to feel it now. Like, oh my god, I'm so invigorated. I just put euphoria and excitement and awareness and clarity in, and I just like summoned it. Just in like a breath, I changed my mood. I was in a slouch kind of stance before that. I want to talk about belief drugs too now. Belief drugs are one of the most impactful things.
I want that treasure. Oh,
because
an orc? Water first. Doesn't work. Pull the
Someone's
key
gonna do
above. It's the
like-
treasure. Got caught anyway.
food, for example.
Try again. Let's
You
kill
just
the
say
monster
everything
first.
is a drug.
Yeah,
Yes.
did it. Treasure is ahead.
Now everything,
Wait, it's you
every
again?
molecule, every particle, conglomeration.
Download and solve the
Small.
puzzles now.
And then you can start to evaluate stuff. Like, I've literally went up to plants before and I was like, what if I ate the roots of this? Nothing. What if I ate 100 roots of this? I'd puke. What if I ate 10 roots of this? Ooh, that feels good. That's something you can do already. Like, we're aliens supported by infinite technology. How do I have my gear? Well, I've been playing since really early. Sky told me to play. And then I quit for a little bit. And then this kid, this Starseed out, actually, he like, his father was like, how do you know all this stuff? He's like, Dad, my heart tells me. My heart just know. And he ideaplexed heart data storage. And I was like, this kid's woker than me. I was like, what the fuck? And he was playing Archhero. And I was like, oh, I used to play that game. And then I played it once for him, like one level, and failed. But he didn't really have that good of gear. He was not going to pass that level until a few tries or some better gear. But that's besides the point. He reminded me to play Archhero, so I started playing Archhero again on the side a little bit here and there. And I did spend a decent amount of money on this game. And a lot of time and effort. Like, I've applied to this company already. To work for them for Anticheat, Theorycraft, project manager. It was what I was seeking for ideally. Because the game's got just so many fucking cheaters. It's so sickening. And I have so many good anti-cheat theories to implement. I mean, there's so many different ways to make anti-cheat. You know, like, it's not just one way. I want to talk about pre-computed time bubbles and slavery casted on evil. Well, slavery is such this like taboo word that the bad people don't want you to talk about it because they run in them algorithms of slavery codes, yo. And the good people don't want you to talk about it because slavery, an evil thing. Oh my god. Here's one thing that I want to talk about. I want to talk about like Assassin's Creed logic, Knights Templar, Freemason, super ancient civilizations, multiverse, infinite root consciousness, immortality, a lot more than what meets the eye is going on than you thought was going on until you didn't think that anymore. So let's talk about slave drivers in real life. People paying minimum wage and then going like, oh, he's going to leave this job soon. Let's curse his wallet. I'm going to go and flatten his tires. I'm going to go and put a potato in his exhaust. But let's scale it up to the future. I'm going to scale our particle manifest his engine or his cell phone or his biology. Now he's going to have to pay, medical bills. He ain't ever going to leave here. That's slavery in real life. And this is not something that escapes my source sniffer. I find people doing this in real life. I already know. People are still doing it. And it ain't because of prejudice, it's because of greed and control and ego and manipulation and desire to defame. Like, oh, this person is this, therefore I want to be the destroyer of this. And then I will be sought as the most supreme overlord of all. It's a disgusting ego. Ego meaning false persona. False persona is just like, oh, I'm defining myself as this, and this is not something that is able to be true anymore because we have tabooed it or outlawed it. Therefore, carrying on with that persona is a false persona and ego. And I've caught people in my real life trying to do this stuff to me with infinite technology already. And I want to talk about how to manage that. You manage it with taking away their empire. And then they'll be like, oh, but I have given away my empire to this person and they are safeguarding it for me. For once you shall sue for my empire, I will scamaz you, and I have successfully casted slavery codes and got away with it because I get a return protocol on my investment from my proprietary temporary hold on my estate. Good luck. We know about that, though. Like, what happens when we know about that? You know what we do? We go, this is the value of the damages that you caused. And you do not pay that. You are now a slave for that. And I'm not playing games. You're going to be done yesterday. Because I already have that money. Because of pre-computed time bubble slavery. I will sell you to a one-for-one exchange workforce. We will put you in a pre-computed bubble that is not here. And you will work outside of the universe for the Freemasons or for the Elder Gods. And the Elder Gods will pay me in USD. This will not be a fiction. You will serve your time no matter what. That's slavery in real life. if you want to cast slavery on Americans, there's this thing called counter-slavery. And I just told you how it works. Whether you like it or not.